Hello and welcome to the lands of Neverwinter. I'll be going over what it is like in 2025 in these wicked lands. I used to play this game like crazy when I was a kid, so I'm excited to jump on into this video. We are here in the beautiful city of Protector's Enclave. So I made a Paladin, and when I came back to this game, I even bought a Griffin. A legendary Griffin. I always loved the Griffins, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm buying that. And I just made like a quick 100,000 astral diamonds, so I was like, might as well. Isn't that funny? The market and everything is still booming in this game like it's still 2015, I mean. Also, running around the city reassures nostalgia. If you don't run around the city after you come back, then you're not truly living. This is what I do. It's like coming back and playing Minecraft for the first time and revisiting old worlds that you made when you were a kid. That's what this is like. I also went and played some of the multiplayer with people, and it's like a completely different game. It really is. There's 1,000 dungeons and just different queues you could do. It's so many different pieces of content in this game. Here's when I was level 13, like leveling up, trying to get my Paladin to level 20 and like max him out. And yeah, I feel like playing this game solo is super hard. The multiplayer and everything still to this day, by the way, is popping on this game. There's people everywhere. When I was on this game, there wasn't many people because it was like 5 in the morning. But yeah. Oh, and does anyone want to describe, since when was there dinosaurs in this game? Since when? And then these huge crowds of people that you have to fight, just these massive, just huge battles. It's like, I don't remember any of this when I was a kid. So coming back and playing this game it's literally so addictive. And I remember why I was so addicted to it, and I grew up playing this game. You can see that my new character is only at a level 20,000 item level, and you'll see some people with like 100,000. Like, how are you at 100,000 item level? Oh, and this boss was just insane. I was playing through a lot of the, the Undermountain and stuff campaign and trying to get everything done for the underground area. And this boss was ridiculous. It took me a few tries. I died a few times, but I got it down eventually after sweating. But like, you can hear me spamming the block button like crazy even. And she throws down these piles of like these little swarm of bugs, and they just do so much damage. Like, dude. But I eventually killed her after panicking. I was literally panicking right here, trying to like figure out how I was going to get her. I could not get close to her and just go and swing on her because she would kill me immediately because her damage output was insane. So I was just kind of freaking out, just spamming everything until my ult was ready. And then boom, I defeated her just like that. But I decided to change to my rogue, the original account that I used when I used to play this game when I was a lot younger. And I gotta say, playing the rogue is 10 billion times better when it comes to fighting. Gosh, I just felt like I was able to destroy everything, and I could just stand there. Also, this is what I was bringing up earlier, the amount of dungeons in this game. Look at the list. It just goes on and on and on and on. PvP, game modes, everything you could ever want in this game. It is here. It's there. Look at all of it. It's just so much you could do in this game. So I queued up for a random queue and decided to test out the rogue. And yeah, he's a lot better than the Paladin. When I came back and I made the Paladin and played all the way through a bunch of content, I was like, yeah, it's so much better with the rogue being able to output damage, unlike the Paladin can, but not like the rogue, baby. The rogue is the way to go. I don't care what they say. This is the original account and character I used when I first started this game. So it was a lot of fun, and most of the time you're running through these dungeons, there's always like a super powerful player that's just like running through the whole thing. So I really wanted to test the damage just somewhere randomly in the world, and yeah, it's just way better than the Paladin. I feel like with the Paladin, I'm hitting through so much health, but with the Rogue, I feel like I can just pummel through everything. So, huge difference when it comes to the characters in this game still, and there's a lot of characters. But yeah, Neverwinter to this day, I feel like still holds up when it comes to gameplay, content, everything. It's a completely free game. You literally don't have to spend money at all to get any of the cool stuff. Like, it can all be made throughout, like, the Endgame stuff. Like, that's why it's one of the best games, that's why I love this game. You don't have to spend money to have cool stuff on here, like most games do. But yeah, this is a completely different game compared to how it was in like 2015. That was like the last time I played this, and I came back and made a new character and decided to play through the game, and yeah, everything is completely different, down to the leveling system, to how you proceed to each area. It's all been changed and updated. So yeah. And the mounts in this game, let's go over that right now. They are insane. They've always been insane. Even to this day, they're insane. There's just a million different types of mounts in this game. I'm only showing like a very small percentage right here. I mean, these are just a bunch of the mythics, and these are some of the most expensive ones. You have another tier called Celestial, but I've never seen anything on the bidding market that was ever under Celestial, so
But there's always legendaries and mythics, and there's always an insane amount of stuff. I mean, crying out loud. I'm telling you, this game has always had the most insane amount of mounts. Like, to me at least, when I played it, I was just like, there was always just the coolest mounts on this game. And that brings me to why there are dinosaur mounts even now. Like, what is going on? It's a completely different game. And they're all hella cool, I ain't gonna lie. Like, these are dope. I love these mounts. This is a Triceratops somewhere in here. Oh, yeah, dude. Look at that. Ark Survival evolved to the, like, literally, we're playing Ark. None of this was ever here when I was playing the game. They didn't have all this cool stuff where you could ride little T-Rexes. Like, what the hell? I also have a few mounts on this character, but I really only bought the Griffin just for this character because I had just made it. But I also had this dinosaur. I had no idea how I had gotten it, but it was when I came back to the game. And they gave me this free giant creature. And they also gave me free VIP, which is pretty cool. So I had VIP. I've been having VIP benefits for like 2 weeks because they gave it to me. So pretty cool when you come back and you get a free VIP. That's just awesome. Let's check some of these guys out. Look at these guys. Okay, this guy's alright. He's not bad. Let's check over here. Like, one of these guys gonna have 100,000. Look at this. This guy's stronger than Gandalf. Like, don't even tell me nothing. Get out of here. Look at that. Like, how do you even receive such power? This straight out of the Battle of the Five Armies from The Hobbit. Like, literally. Crazy stuff that these guys have. I don't know how they acquire such powerful gear, but I strive to be a strong warrior like that one day. And that is why I have returned. Also, while playing through the campaign, I ran into random occurrences like this, where I found an evil demon throwing innocent dwarves down an endless pit. It was pretty terrifying, and they all lined up willingly. Yeah. But I finally made it to item level 25,000 after playing on my Paladin for some time, and I was able to do the dungeons. These were my abilities. I queued up for every single dungeon that I could, and we waited. Do I look tanky enough? I think I'm ready. So yes, began my journey as a tank, delving through these dungeons of wickedness. I had my team to back me up, but I was not sure how this was going to go because I've never been a tank on Neverwinter before. I played Elder Scrolls Online, all those types of games, but never did this on Neverwinter. I was always the rogue, and that's what I always played as, doing DPS, but this was totally new, so I was a bit nervous, but I was quite surprised I was able to hold it down at points in time. We're not doing so bad as I thought, to be real. I'm holding it down kind of okay. But came the first boss fight, or the first phase of the boss fight, not really sure, but I activated everything and was ready to prove that I was a true tank. Okay, we activate everything right here. I made it all the way through this dungeon, with only dying once, of course, but that wasn't as much as some of the other people, okay? But yeah, this is the final boss, and you can hear me panicking, spamming the elixir because I was coming close to dying a second time, but I did not. I pulled it together, and the team wrapped it up, and we finished this dungeon together. And I came through as not a bad tank. I'm not as tanky as I'd wish to be, though. Holy smokes. I was friggin' spamming my heals at the end, just fucking... Literally. Well, I did it. I only died. You know what I mean? I died, which makes me feel like I'm not the true tank that I deserve to be. But that does not mean that I can't be the tank that I want to be. What am I saying? Anyways, yeah, the dungeon was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot more than just doing the random skirmish queues, though, to be real. Because I actually feel like I'm playing a role and a part throughout the team dynamic. And it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Yeah, that's right. We have acquired our role as tank. Wow, I actually had crazy healing. I don't know how I healed that much. Okay. And that would conclude of our journey. I did end up making it to 31,000 item level with the Paladin, so not bad. I will say this game is completely different than it used to be back in the day. You'll even see, like, in some of the areas where it used to be like crazy amount of people are just absolutely dead now. Like, there's nobody there. And it's because of how the story has been changed and how you have to do the missions has been changed. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys remember Reclamation Rock. Absolutely dead here. This is where all the players used to be at the start of the game when you were trying to level up. Literally nobody here now. So crazy, yeah. These areas literally used to be littered with people, and it's a little ghost town now. So it's pretty weird. And I vaguely remember these things as I was playing through all the missions and I came to these areas, and it brought back memories. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that brings me to the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, let me know if you want more Neverwinter content. It was good to be back to this wonderful, beautiful game, and I will see you next time in this evil land.
Okay, bye.